Hi, this is Larry Schultz, and welcome to a two-part tutorial. And I'm going to show you how to fracture polygons without using the new fracture tool that I believe was came about with Lightwave 10 and 11. The great thing is this tutorial will also work with previous versions of Lightwave. And then in the second part, I'll show you what you can do in layout with the fractured geometry. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make a box. Just a standard old box like this. Or like a square, actually. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the background layer. And making my layer with the square in it, I'm going to make that my new background layer. And then this layer 2 is going to be my foreground layer. I'm going to go to Create, Sketch, and let me hit N for numeric and make it a curve, and we'll just go like this. Now the great thing about this method for fracturing is you can make it any shape that you want. So you're not limited to the shapes that the fracture tool creates. So like I said, you can generate any sort of shapes with this, including with text or whatever. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'll just quickly kind of go just draw across here with the sketch tool like so and like so, and then let me hit N for numeric, change it to face, and then I'm going to just draw a little kind of rings like so. So nothing particularly special. Hit the apostrophe key to swap layers. Then I'm going to hit Shift R for the template drill and use the slice tool down the Y, because we're looking down the Y here from the top view. And let me hit OK. And since we're in textured wire mode, you can see that it's here's the wireframe view. Okay, so it's cut all that into there, that polygon. So let's go ahead and go back to textured wire, and so let's do a couple of things with this so we can make this sort of useful for ourselves. Spacebar to drop the tool, and go to polygon mode, and I'm going to hit Control U, which unwelds everything from each other. So all of these are now just individual pieces. And I'm going to go to down here to the lower right part of the screen. I'm going to create a new morph, and I'm going to call it new. And let's just call this explode. And then create. I can close this. T for move, N for numeric. And now where it says fall off, I'm going to go to polygon. Okay. And let me just close this. Let me just zoom out here a little bit. So we've unwelded it. So all these individual little polygons are different separate pieces. I've created a morph called explode, but there's no actual morph yet because I haven't done anything. I've got the move tool set to polygon, and that's why I have this sort of set to textured wire, so I see a face. So I can do this. Now watch. I can just, as soon as I grab that polygon, I can pull these pieces apart. Real quick like so. Just kind of space them. So remember, everything I'm doing is an endomorph. Okay. So just kind of keep doing this, busting it up. And let's get these pieces here, like so. And I might just sort of space these out a little bit more. Doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So that's the explode. Let's go back to our base. See? Okay, so back at our base, let's do this. I'm going to hit Shift and E, which is extrude, and pull it down to give it some thickness. Like so. Okay, drop the tool. And let's go back here to explode. See, if you notice it preserves the endomorph with the extruded pieces. Okay, so pretty simple. Like I said, you can do all kinds of basically custom shatters, custom shapes. Okay, so you're not limited to just what that the plugin does for you. Okay, and then let's go back to our base again, and you can see here we just get rid of the background layer. That you really can't see the geometry where it's been pulled apart there. Alright, so let's go ahead and save this. And I'm going to go here. And objects. Let me get rid of this. Cut. And paste this here. Go back here. And we'll call this shattered. And there we go, we've got it. And that's really all there is to it. So I would just suggest experimenting with different ways of cutting these things up. But the trick is to be able to quickly kind of pull it apart. Just use the move tool in polygon mode, in one of your fall off modes there that you can get to by hitting the N key, and make sure that you have a face, because if you do it in wireframe mode it doesn't work. So it sort of needs a polygon face to grab onto. Okay, so we'll stop here, and then I'll upload this so you guys can take a look at this, and then I'll come back for part 2, which is what you can actually do with this in layout.